10. Hi guys, General Splatting here. Today I want to show you some hobby materials that I've gotten from Blick or Blick.com, just Blick art materials. The first one here is, this is a set of Reeves water mixable oil colors. There's 24 colors here. I have the Winsor Newton water mixable colors. I have two. I have a brown and a black, and they're the big, like tubes. But being a miniature painter, even these small introductory tubes are going to last me quite a long time. So I decided to go with something like this. This cost me like less than $12 there. But I've got 24 colors to play with. These are the water mixable, like I said. But I'm wondering if I made a mistake, and here's what I mean by that. Water mixable oils, oils dry really slowly, but I'm wondering if the water mixable oils will dry more slowly than the solvent based oil paints that use turpenoid, turpentine, or white spirit. I'm thinking that the evaporation process with the turpentine type oils might go a little faster than the evaporation process where oil colors are used that are water mixable. So we'll see how these work out, but I'm looking forward to using them. I got a project coming up here quickly where I'll be using those. The next one is Stay Wet Painter's Pal. This is acrylic paper. Basically we're talking about wet palette paper, 9 by 12 sheets. But here's the interesting thing about it. For the preparation of using these sheets, it says prepare the paper basically, and then it gets down here where it says what you do. You say put the acrylic paper in the sink or other water basin and turn on the hot water until the paper is fully submerged. Let the paper soak for about 15 minutes. Soaking it longer will not hurt the paper. Then here's my favorite, the quick tip. Place the paper into microwave safe dish of water and microwave it on high until the water boils, about 10 minutes. So just an interesting process that you got to go through to be able to use this paper as a wet palette. But I got 30 sheets here, and the little container I'm going to use, I would cut them in the little things about like that. So this is going to last me a good long time. And I know what you're thinking before you write it, that I should have went with parchment paper. Well, if I can find it, yes, here it is. I've went the parchment paper route before. I saw the YouTube videos about making your own wet palette. I've got the Reynolds genuine parchment paper. I can say unequivocally, do not purchase this product to make a wet palette out of. There's a film or some kind of coating on it, and I should have known by what it said there, non-stick, but this will not let will not let the water travel through the paper. It's gonna retard the water and hinder it, just like something like wax paper would. It's not as thick as wax paper, but it has some kind of little coating on it, so the water will not come through and seep through the paper. So Reynolds, I'm sure you make a great product for baking cookies, but it does not work as a wet palette. Sorry. So guys, do not get this particular brand because it will not work as a wet palette. Alright, next one I've got here is a Blick Master Stroke Red Sable brush. This is a 0 round. I've had one of these before, a long handle, that worked great, but I'm not the best at taking care of my brushes, so got me another one. These are very inexpensive. I paid less than $4 for this brush. So if you're looking for a natural sable brush, but you don't want to pull the trigger on buying one that costs $7, $8, $10, whatever, these are a good alternative for you, and they are an excellent brush. Also, if I want to show you this. They sent me a catalog, and this is who I brought from, Blick Studios, and basically Blick.com. If you do want to get a brush, you can get their Blick Master Series, their red handle brushes, the watercolor brushes, and these are going to be more expensive. A 0 in the red handle brush is $9.31 here, but it comes with a lifetime guarantee, as you see there. So I've had one of these before. Never did bother with a lifetime guarantee on it, but they are good brushes, so I just wanted to pass that along as well. And now let's see, next is this. This is an interesting product. I got this, and the reason I got this is I had watched a video by Painted, and the title of it was How to Build the Forge World Large Models Working with a Resin Tutorial Warhammer 40K. In it, he's basically assembling a resin model from Forge World, and he used, as he said, a polyurethane resin to glue it together. And so I PM'd him and asked him what it was he used, and he told me he got Smooth On product called Smooth Cast 320. Well, I went online and looked it up and everything, and the prices, and I went on eBay, and about the cheapest I could find it for was, with shipping, was $40, and I didn't want to pay that much for it. So but I got to look at some of their other products, and they've got a whole bunch of these 300 series. There's there's 320, 325, and just several others. So I called one of the distributors of this, and because I found this on Blick, because I did a search there hoping they would have it and have it at a really good price. Well, they had this Smooth Cast 300 at $22.95, I believe it was, so significantly cheaper, and Blick usually doesn't have all that high shipping costs. So I called a distributor and asked them the difference between the Smooth Cast 300 and the Smooth Cast 320. Come to find out, there's really no difference, and the descriptions of the products were saying basically the same thing. The difference is the Smooth Cast 300 is bright white, or a white cast resin. The 320 is an off-white color to it. So that was the only difference. I mean, basically the same chemical properties and works the same way. It's just a difference between coloration. So I decided to go with this. This is a 1-to-1 mix ratio. This thing is 1.9 pounds. If you can see it there, part A, part B. Just mix them equally together, and so I can do moldings and castings now if I wish, or castings, not moldings. Castings now if I wish to, but I'm gonna try it as a glue for the resin models, because I got a big one to put together. So I know it's pretty expensive as glue, but like I say, I can make stuff eventually if I get me something to make some molds with. So looking forward to using that, and seeing how this goes, and I'll be using this within just the next few days. So stay tuned. If you got any questions on anything, let me know. Look forward to hearing from you. This is General Splatton, and I'll talk again. Dismissed.